We asked all the experts who go to Disney World on a regular basis, where is the best place to watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks? Here's what they said. Hi friends, this is Laura Krumzak with the Disney Slowdown, and during my trip in December, I realized that getting a prime location for the Magic Kingdom fireworks is actually very important if you've decided that Magic Kingdom fireworks are one of your priorities. It's not a great thing to try to fight all those crowds and stand up, and I'm like, is there a place where you could sit down and actually see them? Where do you go if you have a wheelchair in your party? Where can you go and not be in the middle of hundreds of thousands of people? So I've got these answers for you. Let's get started. First of all, if you are inside Magic Kingdom and you've decided happily ever after, this is 100% one of my top priorities. We are going to stop a couple hours before the fireworks start and we are going to get our spot. Congratulations. Right by the partner statue in front of the hub, off to either side, you're going to have a great view of the castle, the projection, Tinkerbell flying if she gets to fly that night. But you are going to have to get there an hour or maybe even earlier than when the fireworks start. So if the fireworks say they start at 8, people will start lining up 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock. A lot of people start lining up. That area is going to fill up really fast. A friend of mine said it's really great to go and sit at those tables in front of Casey's Corner because you can sit down, you can grab your dinner, and you can watch the fireworks from there. But they also fill up really quickly. So if you're planning on sitting for a couple of hours, that might be a great place to mobile order your dinner and then go and try to find a seat. Because all of that area in front of the castle, that is standing room only. You will be able to sit down while you're waiting for the fireworks to start, but a few minutes before 8 p.m., everybody has to stand up. There is no sitting during the fireworks. Another location that I have heard about and I've not checked out myself is actually in Fantasyland behind the castle. You're not going to be able to see the projection because the projection happens on the front of the castle, but you are going to be able to hear the music and you are going to be able to see the fireworks. Now you're going to be closer to the fireworks at that location than anywhere else in the park. They are going to be right over your head. They could be loud as well. So if you have anybody who is noise adverse, that might not be the best place for you. I've heard, though, if you go to the second layer of Fantasyland back by Ariel's Grotto, there's some benches back there, and that's a pretty great distance to be not quite as loud. They're not directly over your head. You can see everything well. You can sit down, and there's not going to be as many people back there as you are going to have in the front of the castle. Some of that castle area, especially directly behind it, and where the carousel is at, they're going to have that roped off for safety purposes. So you're going to want to get back there at least an hour before the show because they are going to start roping things off to get people away and cleared out so they can shoot the fireworks off safely. You might even want to start getting back there between 6 and 7 if the fireworks are happening at 8 o'clock. Another food service location is Columbia Harbor House. Now, I'm allergic to shellfish, so I've actually never been in there. But there's a room upstairs. Now, it's not wheelchair accessible or stroller accessible, but there is a room if you go up the stairs, and one side faces out toward Liberty Square. The other side faces toward Fantasyland. Now, again, you are right below the fireworks. I've seen videos where you've actually seen fireworks out of both sides. The bridges, there's some wooden bridges to Adventureland and Fantasyland. Those are pretty decent areas to stand, although it's going to be something that also fills up pretty quickly. Anything with a front of the castle view, people are going to stand there and they're going to start staking their claim early on. I've heard Tomorrowland is a pretty good area as well. Cosmic Rays. There's a pretty large area to sit down and dine. But again, if you're going to try to eat dinner and sit down while watching the fireworks, I'm going to guess that area is probably going to fill up pretty quickly. The view could be obstructed. There's a lot of trees all around Magic Kingdom, so just be aware. And maybe scope those out early on to see which spot you prefer while you're inside Magic Kingdom. Now, outside Magic Kingdom, that's the one that has me the most intrigued, because I still think that if you are coming to Disney World anywhere from August through the first week of January, and Magic Kingdom is going to be closed multiple days a week, it's going to be difficult to get a day in at Magic Kingdom and see the fireworks, because they close Magic Kingdom at 6 p.m. for those parties. Not So Scary Halloween Party begins in early August and goes through the weekend of Halloween. Sometimes, if it's on a weekend, they will include the first couple days of November. Then about a week later, they start the Very Merry Christmas parties, and those will go through right up to Christmas. I think they usually go about the 21st or 22nd. I think it's a really good strategy, even if you're only doing one park per day, to book your Magic Kingdom day on a party day. Get in there at Rope Drop, stay till 6 p.m., and you're going to have a lot less crowds during that day than you will have if you book it on one of the 3 or 4 nights that Magic Kingdom is open to everybody, because that's what everybody's doing. If they come in one park per day, they're like, no, I want the full Magic Kingdom experience. You got a whole lot of people trying to cram in to those days versus going on a party day when nobody wants to waste their Magic Kingdom ticket. And yet, if you go on those days, your multi-pass lightning lane, if you choose to purchase it, is going to be at a premium cost, and it's going to be taken up by people who insist on having that be their Magic Kingdom day instead of just going on a party day. So you decide, I'm going to be smart, I'm going to go on a party day, I'm going to go when there are less crowds, we're going to get to do and ride everything and see everything except the fireworks, but I still really want to see the fireworks. What do? I'll tell you what you do. If you happen to be staying on property, you can take a bus over to the Ticket and Transportation Center. If you're not staying on property, you can still drive in to the Ticket and Transportation Center and you can pay for parking. $25, in my opinion, is a lot less expensive than buying a hopper ticket for everybody or a multi-pass lightning lane for everybody on those busier days. And time is money. If you're going to Disney Springs, you could end that time early and take a bus over to maybe the Contemporary or the Polynesian or even the Grand Floridian, and then you can catch the fireworks. So there are ferry boats from the Grand Floridian, Fort Wilderness Lodge, and the Polynesian, I believe. There are also Magic Kingdom firework viewing areas on those resorts that are open to the public. You just can't drive to the resorts and park unless you have a dining reservation. So you do have some options. I've had more than one person tell me that their favorite place to view the fireworks is actually from the ferry boat from Fort Wilderness Lodge to Magic Kingdom. You don't have to scan into the park. You don't have to have a park ticket to take that ferry boat ride. But wouldn't that be fun? You're on Seven Seas Lagoon and the fireworks are overhead. You can still hear the music because you can hear the music everywhere. And you get to see the beautiful fireworks. Another person told me that their favorite spot is right outside of Magic Kingdom. There are benches right before you get to the monorails. She's like, sit down there. You can see everything. You can hear the music. And then when fireworks are over, you're already at the monorail and you're not fighting 100,000 people to try to get to the monorail. That, I can tell you, is not worth it. If you are stuck inside after fireworks, just linger. Get some pictures, do some shopping. Do not try to get out and get to your car because it's not going to happen. Linger around. But I did like this one. If you're wanting to leave right after fireworks, maybe you leave before fireworks and you can sit down there and you can still watch them and you can still hear them. If you're going to the resorts, the Contemporary has 2 viewing balconies. One's on the 4th floor, which is wheelchair accessible, and the other one is on the 15th floor. I believe there are some stairs, so it's not going to be wheelchair accessible. But I've had a lot of people tell me that is their favorite place to watch the fireworks. They pipe the music in. It's available for anybody. It's open to the public. You did not have to get a fireworks package or any kind of special dining package. This is what it is now. Be sure you check before your trip because anything can change. If this secret gets out, they might change it. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see the projection, and obviously Tinkerbell flying from the castle over to Tomorrowland's probably not going to be in your view, but still, away from the crowds, you're high up, you're indoors. Sounds like a winner to me. There are always options for purchasing special experiences. There's a dessert option. You get VIP seating, although I would definitely ask around. Some friends that I have that have done that has told me that the seating area was not great. You can purchase a dinner reservation at Ohana or at Steakhouse 51 over in the Contemporary. Ohana's in the Polynesian. And there's even a riverboat cruise, so it's a completely different experience. I was told that for 10 people it's about $450. It includes some desserts, some pastries, some treats, and you are sailing on Seven Seas Lagoon while the fireworks is happening. That happens only on certain days, and I believe you got to book that early. So there's opportunities for you inside the park, there's opportunities for you outside the park, and there's opportunities for you to pay for an enhanced experience. Now, what if a member of your party has a wheelchair? There is a designated location inside the park for viewing. It's right there by the partner statue. That is where Walt and Mickey are holding hands in the hub right before you get to the castle, and it's going to be off to the left-hand side as you're looking at the castle. There are also wheelchair reserved areas for parade viewing, and there's 3 different locations for that. I have a link in the description box below, and it's a paper map, but it's PDF. If you need more accessibility or you just like paper like I do, you would want to go to guest services and get this for yourself to have in your bag. It's not always easy to find this kind of information on the My Disney Experience app, so I prefer paper, and I was so excited when I found this PDF. So I'm going to link that in the description box below. And as always, if you would like help planning your Walt Disney World trip in 2025, I have my Google Spreadsheet available for you down in the description. If you found this video helpful, would you please like it, subscribe to my channel, send this video to a friend who is planning a trip to Walt Disney World in 2025, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post a new video. This year, I'm doing 2 videos a week. I've got a 5-minute tip on just one topic for you, and then I've got a longer video that may cover multiple topics, or it's just something that we just need to hash out and it's going to take longer than 5 minutes. I really appreciate you tuning in. Feel free to ask any questions, and if there's anything that you want to know or that you can't find information to, feel free to leave it in the comments. I love the interaction, and I will most definitely ask around, find my sources, maybe hop in and find the answer for you into the parks, and then we can do a video on it. Thanks for tuning in with me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on my next video.